Hi there, Happy New Year and welcome back to another video. Today we'll be talking about the Adidas Dame Certified 2.0. So this should be a very familiar one. I mean, it looks very similar to the first version. Retail price is $90 US. The first Dame Certified was a shoe that I had on top of my best budget shoes list last year. Because of excellent traction, durability, you get a nice little bounce in your steps too. I can tell you now that I'm very glad they kept all the good parts and also changed some for the better. I think when it comes to all these budget shoes under $100, Adidas, in one word, would be safe. These guys, Harden Stepback 3, Trae Unlimited, even the Bounce Legends, and Own the Game 2.0 are all solid performers on the court. I very much respect Dame for at least trying to keep his shoes affordable. He actually wore this model pretty often this season, and that's always good to see. Anyways, I'll include a comparison between the 1 and 2. Let's get right into what you need to know about the Dame Certified 2. Going straight to their performance, with a Bounce midsole, you can technically call this another budget shoe that they made under the same formula because it's the same tech as the Harden Stepback 3, Trae Unlimited, Bounce Legends. But as to how they turn out on feet, each model is slightly different, and bounce remains fairly lightweight on this shoe. You get a little bit of bounce back in the heel, nothing crazy, but it's definitely not a stiff cushion or one that feels like a brick. Responsiveness is pretty good for its price. Traction was the highlight on the previous version. Here they recycled the outsole and used the same traction pattern. So you can still get to a hard stop with no problems. Clean or dusty court. Outdoor courts too, the grip is top tier and the rubber is sturdy enough to last a long time. Very squeaky too, for those who care about it. With the fit, these are true to size. I did make a mistake with my first pair of the Dame Certified, the previous version, because I sized down with a few Adidas hoop shoes the year before, but half size down was too snug for me. For the best fit, just go true to size. Alternatively, you can also go up a half size if you prefer more space inside for your feet, or if you have very wide feet. The 2 is a little bit wider than the 1. Breathability is fine, not the best. Now this synthetic mesh upper isn't too soft and cheap, so no lockdown or containment issues. Also, no part of the material is causing any discomfort for me. Flat footers, you're good to go. I can attest to that. And they're still around average weight, coming in at about 440 grams for size 10.5. If we were to compare these head to head against the first version, the biggest difference is with the materials and upper construction. On the Dame Certified, if you remember, the one thing that I didn't like was the way the collar area opens up. Like there's quite a big gap around your ankle that takes time to get used to. Like, it's not that I'm nitpicking, but you can actually feel it on feet. On top of the fact that it is on the narrower side. But on the 2, that's no longer the case. They have a different lacing system in a V shape. It covers a bigger area, while the previous version just felt like the laces were all squeezed together in one small area, as if it has a big forehead, if that makes sense. Most importantly, on the 2, there's a higher proportion of synthetic leather versus mesh. The 1 has a lot more mesh. The result is the 1 feels softer on feet, technically more cozy, while the 2 is more firm, but can be more secure. Some examples are the tongue and the heel. Leather versus mesh, basically. It does come down to personal preference. I don't mind the harder materials personally, but it comes at the expense of it being less breathable. So adding a little bit of bulkiness was acceptable from my experience. Overall, the Dame Certified 2.0 did not disappoint. Traction is still top-notch, while it's the same also. Decent cushion with bounce, as expected. Yes, you can use it outdoors, and it became more sturdy and bulky. Let me know how you feel about these, or if you got a pair, please feel free to share your experience down in the comments. If you want to see a top 10 budget shoes released in the past year, let me know as well. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.